Hey guys, happy Sunday. I know I haven't done a Facebook Live in a while and I wanted to share a quick message with you. I just got back from transcendental meditation and I'm sure if you've been following my journey, I've been on the TM path for the past 3 weeks, and it's been amazing because transcendental meditation is just a different form of meditation, and it just like a lot of connection with ways of being, which is super important, especially if you want to shift into a different state. So I wanted to speak real quick into emotional agility, and there were a few things that happened this week personally from my perspective, with clients and non-clients and stuff like that, and the whole not even with my friends too. I feel like with the collective consciousness there's this situation going on where people there's a need. I'm going to use the word need loosely here. Like there's a desire to really be emotionally agile. Hey Quinn, great to see you on here, love. Thanks for tuning in. So here's what I mean by emotional agility. So emotionally, first of all, we're all emotional beings. As human beings, we're highly emotional. That's just most people, that's just how we operate. And when we're in a state of being or an emotion where we feel like our energy is going to be sucked out of us, or something happens that triggers us and we go sideways and we feel like we're going to be a hot mess. Oh, Hayes appeared. How's it going, love? I see you. Thanks for joining. And so if you feel like you are in a space of like something happened, either an event or you had a conversation with a person and it triggered you somehow, and you feel like frustrated, upset, whatever that emotion is, I'll tell you from my experience in the past, when I was in a space of being thrown off from an emotional perspective, I would really go sideways and I would really feel like a hot mess. Anyone can relate here? I posted this recently, actually, the other day. Guilty. I'm guilty as charged, just saying. And so I would go sideways, and I will tell you, over the years, like really working on myself with personal development and everything else, I'm really focused on the outcome and the vision and my values versus being so stuck in the problem. And I was at an event yesterday, and one of the things that was covered was that 50% of Americans live in a state of overwhelm, doubt, fear, and being scared. That's 50% of Americans. Like that's like 1 in 2 people, guys. That could be any one of you guys. Like 1 in 2 people are in a space of doubt, fear, anxiousness, worry, and overwhelm. That's a big number. And so imagine if you're in that emotional state, you're not really going to get much done. Honestly, you're just going to be in that state, like going in a circle, in a loop, like feeling like you're a hamster in a hamster wheel, going super fast and not getting anywhere. Hey, Michael, great to see you. And so I wanted to share with you 3 tips that will support you and assist you with shifting and being emotionally agile. And really the point of emotional agility is for you to shift your ways of being so you're not stuck in a frustrated state or in an overwhelmed state, because that's a way of being. That is an emotion. So shifting it to something different. So first tip for you is to breathe. And I know it sounds super simple, and a lot of us forget to do that. And here's what I mean by breathing. I mean you actually take a really deep breath in through your diaphragm and through your stomach. So belly breathing, not like chest breathing, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're a yoga practitioner or you've done Pilates, and you know what I'm talking about. So you take that inhale from Inhale into through your diaphragm and also through your belly. And so what that will do is it'll reset the neurons that fire together and wire together in your brain, and you will be in a space of resetting yourself. So when you do that, you're going to feel calm and you're going to feel centered, grounded, and it'll just put you in a better state, right? So that's number one. Number two, when you're in that state of like whatever, the anxiousness, worry, anxiety, all that stuff, my invitation to you is to focus out. And here's what I mean by that. So a lot of times we think that when we're in a situation, like that's the worst thing that is happening to us, and like we have it really bad. And the reality is there are a lot more people that have it way worse than us. That is the reality. And so when you focus outside of yourself, because when you're stuck and you're like in this overwhelmed state, you're focusing on yourself. You're not focusing on, helping other people or assisting other people. You're really focusing on yourself. And so when you're in that space, make it a point to focus out. And what I mean by that is reach out to someone, check up on them, a friend, a client, whatever. Just reach out, see where they're at, what's going on, and how you can support them, serve them, assist them, whatever that deal is. And just the feeling of making a difference for another human being is undescribable. It's priceless. Okay, so and I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're meant to see this message, and I know for a fact, hey Eva, and I know for a fact that you are here to make a difference. So that's number two. Number three, third tip for you. And by the way, these tips are not like all inclusive. I mean, there are more tips. Obviously, it's not like the one all be all. I'm just sharing with you three highly effective tips that you can implement right now and get a result. Okay, because I'm all about getting results. All right. So the third tip is for you to journal. And if you're feeling in a space that you're disempowered or something is coming up, and you're like, it's in your head, dump it all, like do a brain dump. I call it a brain download. So dump everything that's bothering you all in a journal and just like really express yourself and just share like what is it about this that's upsetting you, and really be like straight up with how you feel, so you can get that energy out of your system from your body into paper, so you can move on and not be stuck in where you're at. Okay, so again, those are three simple tips for you. Again, first tip is for my analyzers, people who like steps. Okay, number one is to breathe. Number two is to focus out, make a difference for another human being. And number three is to journal, okay? So, and if you're in a state of overwhelm, fear, doubt, anxiety, those are three tips that will support you and assist you in shifting. And if you're also working on being emotionally agile and being quick with shifting your emotions and not being in a state that is not serving you, your vision, your values, or your purpose, those are three simple steps that will support you in what you're creating. So let me know what your biggest takeaway is. If you found value in this message and you got something from it, please share, like, comment, share. Like, I'm gonna promote that, of course, because that's how we roll. So feel free to share, and like if you know someone who's actually like in this space, tag them to the post and have them listen to this message and make a difference for another human being. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I love you, and I look forward to the next video. Have an awesome Sunday. Bye for now.